Change is a good thing.
Whether you perceive it as good or bad or indifferent,
change is important to your life.
Little by little, we'll figure out what we're going to say.
I'm just going for a stroll on this beautiful day. I just been thinking about life and thinking things change. There are big changes coming in my life.
Change is always a positive thing if you let it be.
Everything changes. And life doesn't stop for anybody.
Everything changes and change is good.
It gives you an experience of living life. Goals change. Dreams change. Aspirations change. And I feel like if they don't change, they just get stagnant and boring. I haven't really found my rhythm on YouTube yet. Sure, I'm nervous, but maybe when I do, we'll change it up. When the single life was over as it was gonna be, and we were like all done filming and kind of given up on the project. Yeah, I mean, it sucked, but I knew that it would change me as a filmmaker. It took like 7 years to come to YouTube today and give you whatever you're gonna get from this channel. Failing only made my resolve stronger. You don't have to make a feature-length film and sell it. You don't have to make it to Hollywood to be successful. Don't do it for the likes and the subscribes. Do it because you love it.
We're going to be in all the film festivals. We're going to Sundance. We're going to do it. I want you to come with. Come check it out.
We didn't do all the things we said we were going to do. We didn't make it to Sundance. It made me realize that to be a filmmaker, I simply have to make films. And that's it. About the single life, and there are mosquitoes everywhere. This might be a bad idea. And I thought I'd tell you that the reason I never put it out for you to see was I was always afraid of what people would think, because the video wasn't always great, the audio wasn't always perfect. So I'm gonna let the biker go by before I finish talking to this rock. What's up, man? So I never put out the movie because I was always afraid of what people would think of it. And you know what? What's changed now, 10 years later? I don't give a shit. At some point, you gotta accept the fact that judgmental people are losers. So now, I'm gonna show you what the single life was. And then the next thing that I was thinking of while I was out here just kind of taking in the doing this movie, we put so much effort into it not to finish it, and it just made me feel like a loser, There are a lot of different things that come to mind about life that you can apply. Number one, and things change, you got to embrace it. Embrace change. Change is good, it helps you grow. Another life lesson I think of: hard work is important, so work harder. One of the things that bothers me most is sitting still and doing nothing. Like, it kind of drives me crazy, and maybe that's nuts, and maybe that's not you, but it drives me absolutely bonkers sometimes. The most important life lesson, I think this is like 5 or 6, is haters are gonna hate, judgers, they're going to judge, but at the end of the day, their opinion doesn't matter. And no matter what they say, it can't hurt you, man, because their life is probably shit. I'm just going to break down the scenes this week and go over some of the stuff that happened. And I think after last week's vlog, we will break this down, like I said, but we'll use the footage to teach each other how to be filmmakers today. The first scene I'm going to show you, we call that McKenna numb. So like Dylan comes home from a long day of work. He's kind of like, we don't really know him yet, but he comes in and she's just like shut off to him.
Honey, I'm home.
In here.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You don't have to get all dressed up for me. I thought we were just gonna go get a pizza.
Nope, Sue and Yana called and they want to go dancing, so.
Oh, gonna go dancing.
Yeah.
Sue and Yana.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess we can make other plans another time.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you working tomorrow?
I am not, but I am going bowling with Sue.
Oh, I'm gonna go bowling with that Sue guy. Well, I have the day off, so why don't you cancel with him and hang out with me? We can, you know.
I've had these plans for like weeks, and I really wish you would stop doing that.
I'm having a hard time making plans with you 4 weeks in advance just to hang out, and now you're gonna go dancing with them. And
Alright, look, I'm free the week after next. We can go then. We'll work something out.
all right, well, have fun tonight.
I'll try to get home at a reasonable hour tonight. Maybe we can watch a movie, get some pizza then.
Okay.
Alright? Alright, I'll see ya.
All right.
Bye.
Fun. Fun in the rain.
Using this as the opening scene was pretty much a big mistake. So we know from our vlogs and everybody else's famous vlogs that story is king, and you got to figure out how to tell a good story. She's like shut off and he's just not emotionally available to her, and she has shut herself off to protect herself. Imagine going through that. That would suck. One thing that the single life lacks is a good beginning. We just kind of throw you into the fight. She's numb, he's unhappy, he wants to spend time, she doesn't, but we don't know why. We don't know who they are. We don't know why we're supposed to feel bad for Dylan. We don't know why or understand why McKenna shut off. I haven't really thought about the single life in a very long time, but I think that there has to be a better way that we could have opened that. Let's figure out a better way to tell stories. So leave some ideas in the comments below on how we could have started the Single Life movie better after you watched it, and let us know what you think. Let's start a discussion. Let's have some dialogue between me and you. Okay, so scene 2. Let me put these on because it's bright out. I'm not trying to be like Casey. Casey Neistat. He's good. Scene 2. Randy and Dylan in the car.
I mean, 8 years together.
Chris warned you about Mick.
You're crazy, man. Chris is crazy. I mean, 8 years together. 8 years. She wouldn't leave me. Not for her boss.
I don't want to be the one to keep telling you this, but your girl's boss is a chick. And her girlfriend is her lover.
He's a dude. Dude.
Her boss came to your dude ranch. What did he do?
I mean, he helped us pick out some curtains and then hung them.
Exactly. You were left with tainted love.
She's not gonna leave me for Sue.
Wait. Your girlfriend's boss is named Sue. And that didn't give it away?
His dad must have been inspired by Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
Are you? Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Tired. Her girlfriend's smoking hot. Why would she want McKenna?
It's a girl.
Can only imagine.
Listen to yourself. Listen to you're admitting things now. You're contradicting yourself. You're acting like a toothbrush.
I hate it that you still use that.
What do you mean? There's nothing else to refer you to in this case. You are a tool who enters the dirtiest part of the human body. The mouth. Hence the best insult ever.
That's crazy. You're just a drunk hillbilly.
Well, I honestly cannot wait to tell you I told you so.
Come on, let's get out of here.
On the topic of like learning how to make films using an old film that I made that we had no idea what we were doing, if you're gonna do a car scene, I would probably green screen it, number one, so it looks like you're moving, and two, don't film it in the middle of the night because there's not a lot, or light it really well. If you do it in the middle of the night, use lots and lots of lights. So also make sure you got good audio. Make sure like the microphone's in the car, or use lavalier mics, because if you're trying to film that thing with not great audio, it's kind of gonna sound and look pretty bad. In this scene we have Dylan and Randy in the car. Randy is drunk. Dylan is driving him. He rescued him from somewhere. We never really answered that question. We were going to, but we decided to film it at the end, and that particular scene never made it to the schedule. It just never happened. Hopefully this is okay, because one thing I could teach you now is if you're going to film on a bright day in the middle of the afternoon, you probably want some kind of shade or something, because this might be bright. I'm not sure until after. This particular night, it was late at night. We were shooting all day long. The boys didn't practice their lines that day, so they were reading from a script, so it didn't feel natural. So you kind of want to either do improv or have the actors or people involved practice. It's pretty much the reason I went into vlogging now, was when I began to reconsider filmmaking as a thing in my life, one of the factors was, do I want to work with actors again? The last piece of advice I could give you about this is plan out your shot. That's kind of like the biggest thing that we're going to take from what I'm doing with these videos and showing you the old Single Life movie. Plan your shots. In a piece of this, we have the future love interest run out in front of the car. They stop. They're yelling at her. So she's running out practically topless, but she is covered. And as they stop, they're yelling at her. And she gets the mail before running into her house. And it's pretty much just a useless, why would you come running across the street in the middle of the night, almost get hit by a car, and then grab the mail? In fact, that goes for vlogging too. I'm not very good at that. I kind of like to wing it, but it's a good idea to plan them out. Light your shots, film it at an appropriate time, practice your lines or improv, and plan out your shots so they end up looking like this.
All right, we're gonna stop this video at 2 scenes because the third one, we had some editing problems. Bummer, but it's okay. So I'm going to my new job for a couple minutes just to check it out, see how things are going today after I went to Boston for most of the day. And next time we'll do the next couple scenes. So if you like what we're doing here and you want to see more, and if you're not subscribed, if you're new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we upload a new video, and walk with me on this journey of creation. See you next week, if not sooner, if not later. See you in the next one. Peace.
down by South Station. And just taking care of changes in my life. Great day in the city. Came out here to do an orientation for a new job. A lot of changes coming up, but I had a great time, so it's time to head back now.